master plan, brain strain, sportsmanship, discernment, and judicious are all words incorporated with playing MindLab. MindLab is a strategic board game program that was introduced to Scotch in 2009. This year, Australia went to Hungary to compete in the Mind Olympics for the first time. The two students from Scotch competed in corridor and Olympic checkers, and the two students from Wilderness competed in the games abalone and octi. We speak to a student and the head of MindLab in Australia, Chris Ramsden. What do you think of the MindLab program?
I think it's a good problem-solving way to get. Well, I think it's a good way to get kids to problem solve, and it's also fun.
Would you like there to be more MindLab lessons in a week?
Yeah, it'd be fun.
What's your role with MindLab in Australia?
Okay, basically I introduced MindLab back in early 2007. I was a teacher, but I still am a teacher, but came across something which I love. And so I started to introduce MindLab within Adelaide first, but my hope is to take it across Australia as time goes on.
The first Mind Olympics were held between June the 12th and June the 14th in 2006 at the Oxford Town Hall in England. 4 teams arrived at the tournament representing 3 different countries. 2 teams from England, 1 team from Spain and another team from Israel. The day of the tournament was a day full of excitement. After a few enjoyable and thrilling matches, the winners were announced. The Israeli team coming in first and the 2 British teams coming in second and third. This year, the 2010 Mind Olympics were held in Budapest, Hungary. Australia took place for the first time. This year, 12 teams of 4 took place in the event. They represented 11 countries: Australia, Brazil, Hungary, who had 2 teams, Israel, Italy, Romania, Spain, Turkey, the United Kingdom, and the United States. This year, they had an individual tournament, which was held in the Vajdahunyad Castle, and the big team tournament, which was held in the Novotel Hotel. After 5 matches, the results were as shown. Israel in first, USA in second, and Brazil and the UK tied in third. After each team had competed in the 6th match, the winners were announced. Israel in first, Brazil in second, and Hungary's first team in third. Australia did very well in tying 5th. Were you happy with the result of Australia in this year's Olympics?
Oh, Oscar, I was absolutely overjoyed. It was a situation where basically we were going into the unknown. From my perspective, I didn't know what standard of competition we were going to be up against. So for the 4 guys, the 4 people that were involved, yourself included, the performance you put in, the actual diligence you put into your development meant that you really succeeded. And you succeeded both in the competition side of it, but on top of that, you really were, without a doubt, the best competitors in terms of the way you interrelated with other people and your honesty and your integrity.